At Jackson Symphony Orchestra, Matt Aubin. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Bart, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thank you. Be mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we just had your daughter's birthday last week.
You did. You did. Yeah. Actually, you know, this has been a big thing in our house that my daughter has been putting together all the Valentines for the 3 second grade classes in her school. And the teachers actually said, you can do this, but you have to do every one by hand because it's good practice for them. So that's been consuming a lot of our, you know, after school time, getting those Valentines in tip-top shape.
Nice. And she's 8.
8.
8. Wow, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I remember when she was born. It was like on the eve of a concert, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was like this same time, well, obviously the same time of year. And so, yeah, basically a week, just a little under a week after she was born, we had a concert. She came home from the hospital.
Yeah, and the show went on. I mean,
you
were
there. The show
there.
went on. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So we knew when she was gonna go in to surgery. But yeah. So
Oh, great! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Juliet.
Juliet. Now we're going to talk about the concert this week, but first, you just issued a press notice earlier this afternoon about your concert in March.
Right.
You're relocating it.
We're relocating, yeah. We just, you know, with the change in leadership over at the theater and maybe some of the uncertainty that's bringing, we just felt like this was such a high stakes performance for us. You know, we're bringing in a really well-known celebrity and we just want it to go off without a hitch. And so, yeah, the board and I met and just talked to a lot of folks, talked to sponsors, talked to staff, musicians, and everything. We just think that this is the right thing for right now. You know, we were super supportive of the Michigan Theater and think it's a cultural jewel, but for the moment, I think, you know, for our show to go off in the way we want it to go, this probably makes the most sense.
All right, that'll be Branford Marsalis in March 28th at JC. But this week, it's all about Beethoven.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, sometimes I think it's good to just do a concert like this where you're focusing in on one composer and showing them in 3 genres that, you know, they were quite prolific in. You know, in Beethoven's case, he wrote these 5 seminal piano concerti, 9 symphonies, and then several overtures. In fact, the overture that we're going to do, the Leonore No. 3 overture, is a piece that, you know, he came back to. He actually wrote 4 different versions of it as he was like revising it, just trying to make it better and better. So actually each of those versions gets performed sometimes. So yeah, doing that. Doing the famous 5th Symphony to end the concert. That's the bum 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 bum.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I mean, you might have listened to Hooked on Classics, you know, the disco version back in the day. Yes. And this pianist that we have coming out, Evren Ozel, he, when we booked him, you know, obviously we didn't know that this would happen, but you know, a few months after we booked him, he played in this very famous piano competition called the Clyburn piano competition in Texas. And it's actually a competition that Ralph Vodopek, who's played with the JSO many times, was the first winner of, but it's since had this huge international reputation. Well, Evren went in and actually got the bronze medal in this big prestigious competition. And so, and he got it playing the same piece that we're doing.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be really neat to like have somebody that is just, you know, if we were to like equate this with athletes, he's like a #1 draft pick, you know? and so to bring him in will be really exciting.
Awesome. So that's who this gentleman is in the
That's right.
in the poster.
Yeah,
Evan.
yeah.
Now, did you say it was the Clyburn?
Clyburn, yeah, Van Clyburn.
Van Clyburn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Big famous pianist, created this competition back in the early 60s. And like I said, Ralph Vodopek from MSU was the very first winner of it. And so this is, you know, kind of a neat little connection. But, you know, Beethoven's music, for all its energy and angularity and, in the case of the Fifth Symphony, kind of darkness moving to light. It also has just beauty and romance, and especially with the piano concerto, I think it'll be a great night. This concert, we always do the February concert downtown at Weatherwax Hall, and to be able to be that close to the performers, especially a pianist, where you can like really be 10 feet away and seeing their hands and feeling the power of the instrument. I think it's just a very unique experience.
I agree, and I really like to watch the musicians. You might be tempted to close your eyes and just listen, but I really like to see, and I'll watch them all. It's
right. Oh yeah, no, it's quite amazing when you get a group that's really just locked in, and in this case, all of us have played this music several times before. And so that's actually nice to revisit a piece. It's not something you're seeing for the first time. It's something you have familiarity with, you have history with, and so I think every time you come back to it, you come back to it with maybe just a different perspective of how to play it and just the greatness of it.
The exact same concert 3 times: Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's also another popular thing, is that this is really the only chance, other than the Nutcracker, for us to do a matinee performance, which, we know that there's folks that don't love driving at night. And so this is a nice kind of opportunity for folks like that to come out on a Sunday. Yeah, super excited.
Valentine's weekend.
Yes, absolutely. Bring your honey.
Great night out. Well, the weekend, any day, I think a lot of celebrating will happen starting right now all the way through the weekend for Valentine's. You've got big, I think, success with the new series that you've been doing at the Jackson County Tower building.
Yeah, the Concert of Glows. We did one in the fall. We did one with Belle Cody and Maddie Steffen with harp and flute. And I think people really enjoyed that. That was a Broadway theme. And now the next one, our last one of the season, is string quartet doing the best of Motown. And I think that's appropriate. We're in Michigan after all. We got to do a little Motown. I think, this will be the perfect thing to kind of warm you up in the doldrums of winter here.
And it's candlelit.
It's candlelit.
It's romantic too.
Yeah.
Have you picked, because at these concert series they ask, what music genre or what artist would you like to hear at the next one? Who would you pick? Who
would I pick? Well, we did the one I would pick already. We did the Beatles. I think the Beatles music just works so well. There's been talk of maybe like appealing to the Swifties out there, and maybe doing something like that. So we'll see.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
I know.
I'd like,
I have to tell you, in that Super Bowl performance, that a conductor I know he used to be with the Nashville Symphony, but he's got a great reputation, won multiple Grammys. He was the conductor, Giancarlo Guerrero, that was featured.
The burgundy suits?
Well, I think he was just in a regular tux, but he was there conducting with his baton, and so that was kind of a trip to be like watching that show and all of a sudden see this conductor that I've seen before conducting Beethoven.
Well, I think there's a lot of surprises in that, and a lot of Easter eggs, and people I know can go back and watch it closely. But it'd be neat to hear his music.
But I have to say, like, the whole Super Bowl was disappointing in the sense that the Patriots didn't win. We couldn't do it this time, and I'm a little heartbroken. We had a dream season going, and I guess midnight struck.
It has to end sometime.
That's right.
For everyone but one team.
Yes.
All right. Well, next year for the Lions.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. All right. One more reminder about the March concert. Plenty of time to make your plans to be at Potter Center. Now, Branford Marsalis is part of the Marsalis musical family.
Yeah. In fact, is it tonight or tomorrow that his brother is up at the Wharton Center with the Jazz at Lincoln Center.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Winton is up there. I saw some things on social media of him, talking to the kids at MSU and everything. And I've had the lucky opportunity to work with Winton as well. And yeah, the family's amazing. The one's a trombone player, one's a drummer. The father was this great pianist and teacher, and that family has made just such a huge contribution to American music and jazz and classical.
Well, we'll look forward to Branford play John Williams next month.
Yeah,
And this week it's Beethoven.
absolutely.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, sir.
The director of music for the Jackson Symphony Orchestra, Dr. Matt Aubin. Up next,